Imagine you're at your wedding and next man screams, baby, please! On his hands and knees. Please, baby, don't do this. I would be mortified.
What is good, cult members?
Wagwan, people.
How we doing?
Hope you man are blessed.
As always, guys, we love that you're here to join us today. If you are a true culty, then you will already know what I'm about to say. But if you're new here, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is quickly pause this episode right now. Head on over to patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs. And over there, you're going to find over 2 years worth of episodes that me and Fuad have done in secret, and only the true fans know. And the only way you can access that, guys, is paying £3 a month,
10p a day.
Yeah, if you nearly had a sip of drink and missed it. £3 a month, 10p a day. And
you know the vibes.
Guys, you can enjoy a new episode every single Thursday, as well as 2 years of backlog, as well as all the other discounts and first dibs and Zoom calls and all the other fun stuff.
2 years of backlog. It's a lot of backlog, guys. Like, if you guys are one of those people that have just binged through our episodes, you found us on TikTok or you found us on wherever, you just like binging, and you so happen to be up to date, we've got episodes on Patreon.
There's episodes on Patreon.
So, as Jimmy said, patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs. You know the vibes. That's where you need to be. That's the next step.
That is the next step. And we've got a healthy base of like-minded people over there. So go and enjoy yourself.
We do.
Jump in the comments and have a fun discussion.
Facts.
On top of that, guys, if you are listening on Spotify or any other place where you get your podcast, please follow the page or subscribe to the page. Leave a review. And it does wonders for us. It helps us so much reach the masses and build this cult to the level that we really need it to be. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And whilst you're there, chirps a ting in the comments.
Always.
This is better than Tinder. It's better than Hinge.
It's better than all of that.
Raya, it's better than Bumble. It's better than all them thing there.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah, plenty of fish.
Match.
Shits and Gigs comments is where the love connections are made.
Yeah, man.
So jump in there and chirps a ting and enjoy yourself. All right, guys. Without any further ado, let's head on over to Fuhad for his fun fact.
So today's fun fact is about limb lengthening. Have you heard about this?
To make yourself taller. I have. Where they so let me get this before you say it. This is what I think happens, right? So I'm pretty sure they break the bone entirely and pull it apart. So they break it, pull it apart like half a centimeter or whatever, and then it regrows longer. And then they break it, pull it apart, regrows longer.
That's not the one I've seen.
Oh, God, go on.
So I'm going to read this and I'm going to go to something else as well. So limb lengthening is the latest surgery trend and becoming more popular worldwide. The surgery involves having your bones extended and enables you to increase your height by up to 5 inches. So Donnie was...
a lot of height.
That is a lot of height, James. But...
Go on.
Risks of the surgery include bone growth restriction, which may cause short height, the first one, bone infection, injury to blood vessels, poor bone healing, and nerve damage.
Say less.
Is it worth it?
Stay short.
Is it worth it, brother? Because what I've read is that they break it, like you said, but they put a little thing inside that extends over a period of time. And then it heals around that. So it's all risky.
Oh, fam. And imagine, the thing is, on top of all those risks, you're in a wheelchair for God knows how long.
For so long.
Years.
You can't run properly. You can't exercise properly. You can't, let alone walk properly for so long. Months afterwards, you can't walk properly.
This is what women have done to us. Because I know women aren't taking this surgery.
They don't need to take
I know
this.
that their client base has 0 women on it.
Yeah, they don't.
0 women on it. It's all guys.
It's all the man them.
It's all guys that are trying to catch some naan and have been told if you're not 6 foot, then don't bother.
Then don't bother swiping right. It's just impossible for us to make you happy if you're not over 6 foot.
Bro, it's impossible. And I saw a TikTok the other day, right? This is so funny. It was a guy doing these on the street interviews.
Yes.
And he said he's like 6'3", 6'4". He was tall.
I think I've seen this, but continue.
And he pulled it as a white guy. Is that the one with the white guy? White guy, pen girl.
Okay.
I caught her on a
Okay.
night out. Fam, he said, what do you look for in a guy? She said, height. Height. Literally just height. How tall? Oh, 6'3". Said, gang. So as long as they're taller than you, she said, yeah, have to be taller than me because I'm however much height and I'm wearing heels.
Okay.
So I'm like a solid 6'1", 6'2" as it is. She has to be at least 6'3". The guy was like a healthy amount taller than her. She said, you don't care about face, you don't care about this. She said, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're taller than me, we can do it. He said, gang, can I have your number? She said, nah. She said, nah. Fam?
Listen.
She literally said, as long as you're taller than me, it can pop. He said, can it pop? And she said, nah.
Listen, this brings me on to my next thing. I saw this video. It's about like zodiac signs, and it was like have you seen the video? It's about like men and women. There's males and females having a group discussion about zodiacs. One of the brothers like, let's not even fucking do this because it means nothing.
Yeah.
Watch how the conversation unfolds. It's basically what you said. They say what they want. They say they really want these things, but they're chatting shit. They're just chatting shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me pull it up.
Can we ask the zodiac signs real quick?
Oh my God, no, bro.
Please.
No, bro. That
me
shit
guess?
does not matter.
Yes?
It is not true,
guess.
bro.
I like when people guess.
Yes. Okay.
How do y'all feel when girls be saying that
I
though?
feel like
Come back.
I feel like a lot of the shit that you say is gonna be fucking valid. That's exactly what because it's like this. If you wanted to guess my sign and I told you, you say, oh, I think you're a Cancer, and I'd be like, no, I'm a Taurus.
Are you?
Yes, I'm a Taurus. Do I act like a Taurus?
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking Taurus.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I see what you're
I'm
saying,
not a
bro.
fucking Taurus. Like, they're just like, guys, yeah, gang. Because I feel like you're a Taurus. I can see it. But it doesn't matter what you are. Like,
Bro.
people just try, or I say people, like, they just try and fucking put star signs in a box in like a category. Like,
someone messaged me that
it doesn't matter.
Someone messaged me that the other day,
doesn't
bro,
fucking matter.
and was like, "Oh, you give off. I'm so sorry, like to message you like whatever
Yeah,
randomly,
yeah.
but you give me something. I think it was Aries. You give me mad Aries vibes. Like you must be an Aries." I was like, "No, I am a Taurus." Like I was like, "No, I'm a Taurus." And then she was like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." And I said some like derogatory comment about it. And she was like, "That's such a Taurus thing to say." Shut
But you just said I act like an Aries, so make your fucking mind up.
Shut up. Shut up.
Because everyone acts like anyone if you want it to be, you know? If
Everyone
I
acts
want to
like
fit in a
anything.
box, you're gonna make me fit in a box.
Literally.
So it's just sharp, man. Star signs and all that.
It's all dumb. And the whole height, bro, literally that TikTok showed me that like the whole height thing is bullshit.
bullshit.
If I'm taller than you, then shut up. That's all we should be discussing. If I'm taller than you, shut up. Shut up. Because all this 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't know what you're on about.
You don't even know what 6'3" looks like.
You literally don't. Draw it for me.
Mark up
Draw
where
it for
6'3" is.
Mark me where 6'3" is.
Because you don't even know.
You don't know, and you literally don't care. You're just saying shit. Women just say shit because that's what happens when when like this is like perfect. Like when people are rich,
Yes.
and then a lot of the biggest thing that wealth gets you is options.
Yeah.
So when people are wealthy, there's a thing, right? So I was listening to a podcast years ago, and it was talking about like Lamborghinis or Ferraris or whatever. And some guy on the show just got a Ferrari, and as soon as he got it, he put it on his Instagram, and everyone was messaging him like, "Oh, if I had that kind of money, I would never waste it on a Ferrari." It's like his response was, "You would never buy a Ferrari because you're never gonna have Ferrari money."
Facts.
When you actually have Ferrari money,
Talk to me.
and you've already got 7 cars that you would actually get, and you've still got so much money, tell me you wouldn't buy a Ferrari because you've got Ferrari money.
Facts.
That's women. That is a remotely paying woman.
Yeah.
Is that they just say shit and do shit. And it doesn't really matter because you can buy a Ferrari and be like, turns out I don't like Ferraris. But it doesn't matter because I've got Ferrari money. That's exactly what it's like to be a woman. In that it's just like, I want us a guy at 6'3". And like, you don't even know what a guy at 6'3" looks like. You don't care if he treats you well, and they're like,
Yeah.
run me a guy at 6'3".
6'3".
And then they get a guy at 6'3" and be like, nah, I don't like it. And then all the guys are there like, but you said this and this and that, blah, 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 blah. I've got Ferrari money, which means I've got like double D tits.
Yeah.
I've got 6'3" pussy. I have 6'3" pussy. So I'm allowed to say I want a guy that's 6'3", and I know a guy who is 6'3" will magically appear. And then I also have the power to be like, Boring.
Next.
Because I've got 6'3" pussy.
I've got DMs to go through. I've got DMs to go
I've got
through.
options,
You think
bro.
it's only you? James, you think it's only you? Fuck you and your 6'2". Fuck you and your
you're
5'11".
boring me.
You're boring me, brother. You're boring me.
Literally.
I've got options. Shank and a twist.
Fam, shank, twist, die. Just die there. Just bleed
and a
out and
twist,
die.
yeah.
And guys can scream from the bleachers as much as
Yeah,
they want.
yeah.
It's not going to change anything.
It won't change a thing.
We can have as many of these episodes as we want to have. It's not going to change,
won't change a
anything.
thing.
It's not going to change anything.
Yeah,
we just have to firm it.
hilarious.
There's certain things that guys just have to take L's on. And I'm willing to accept that. As long as women are willing to accept their L's.
Yeah.
There was a girl who wanted to beef me in my DMs a few weeks ago. I never told you about this.
Okay.
She wanted to beef me about my DMs a few weeks ago.
About
Height.
Okay.
So it was nothing to do with my insecurity about my height. But she tried to tell me if I'm not attracted to a girl who's taller than me, it is a direct insecurity of my own height.
I mean, that's false.
Fam, I literally was like, untrue.
That's very false.
But for some reason, I was in the mood to debate.
Okay. When you're in the mood to
Fam,
be fair, you're in the mood.
you know me.
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
in the mood to go, we can go. Yeah. I was literally in Tesco. I put my basket down.
This bitch is
Fam,
gonna get
I was
it.
like, we can have this. We can do this. So I said to her, I was like, all right, elaborate. She was like, well, any guy who's etc. whatever height, if he's taller than a guy, like a girl could be 6 foot. If a guy's 6'5", he's not going to care if the girl's 6 foot. I was like, also false. Literally,
Very false.
Also false.
Very false.
Because you're already negating your own argument that you're basically saying, as long as I'm taller than you, then you should accept me. Because you're saying if a guy is taller than the girl, then he won't care. Then surely that should work vice versa. And any girl who's 5'5", or 5'4", or 5'3", or 5'6", or 5'8", whatever, should accept me. It's exactly what you're saying. So your immediate argument is already diminishing your main argument.
Yeah.
And she was like, nah, because X, Y, Z. And then she was like, I was like, that's untrue. Like any guy who's 6'5" can decide, I only like girls who are 5'2". I was like, that's within our right.
Yeah.
And she tried to tell me it's not within our right because guys impose so many beauty standards on women already based on this and that and this and that. And fam, I can't even remember what I said, but I was literally like, cool, you've lost your argument now.
Yeah.
You've lost your argument now. As soon as you've taken it away from our immediate argument about height and have now categorized all guys as beauty shaming or whatever women in historical science, I was like, you've lost. Because you literally can't stick to the argument. You've brought an argument to me, which negates your own argument. I've made you aware of your own hypocrisy, and now you've changed it to the
Hypocrisy.
Fam, now you've changed
And
it
now
to
she's spewing off.
Fam, and now you're talking about the generational issue between beauty standards.
She's fighting. She's
You're
grasping.
boring me. Fam, I'd literally say, you're boring me and you've lost. Yeah. So now I'm going to delete this conversation and get on with my shopping trip. Bye. Fam, she was vexed. Replies after, bye. I think I replied, LOL.
Yeah. Facts.
She sent me like 9 things, LOL. I didn't even read them. I just said LOL.
Oh, you want to shank and a twist. Oh!
Fam, so like I said, I'm willing to accept the fact
Yeah.
that girls have 6'3" pussy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if I'm taller than you, richer than you, funnier than you, whatever. If you decide you want a guy at 6'3", not even knowing what that looks or feels like, you have that right because you've got 6'3" pussy. And I am just a guy in the queue waiting to get his chance. If that's what you want to do, I'm willing to accept that. As long as women are willing to accept that if I say, I don't want a girl who's taller than me, stay out of my DMs, don't try and beef me about it. If I randomly say, I was like, you know what, I would never date a girl who's 6 foot. As soon as you enter my DMs and say, well, blah, blah, you will never date, blah, 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 you are now you've now joined the men in these bleachers who are fighting for the 6'3" pussy. You're now one of them because I have that right. Regardless if I never fuck another girl as long as I live, I have the right to be like, nah, if you're taller than me, it's your business.
It's your business.
You can call me short all you want. But I'm saying nah. Because what you're basically saying, as soon as you enter my DMs and say, well, that's not fair because of this, you're basically saying, I'm desperate to fuck you and I can't because you've decided that I'm too tall for you. Now you want to flip it on me and say, I'm too short for you. But the fact that you're here means I'm not.
Yeah.
The fact that you're here
Right here.
means you're not. So head upstairs to the bleachers and wait your turn.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah.
because I have literally taken it within my heart and realized that we just don't. As soon as a girl says 6'3", there's no point arguing. You're basically arguing with the bouncer to get in the club.
It's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. You can be Jordan Peterson. You're never gonna win this debate.
Never gonna happen. Yeah.
You're not invited.
Fair enough.
And that's literally you're not, fam. You're literally not on the guest list. You can run your mouth as long as you want. You're not on the guest list. So firm it and move on.
Fuck. Tough titties, man.
Tough titties.
We're gonna move on to a little posting that I told you about.
Yeah.
So I think a few of you guys sent this to me. Either sent it to me or sent it to us or both. Shade Room put up a little ting. Cool. So the Shade Room posted, or someone on Twitter posted, wait, have you guys ever witnessed someone objecting at a wedding? Please share, because I feel like I've never heard stories about it. And the Shade Room reposted
Someone
it.
sent this to me, but I didn't look at it.
Yeah, the Shade Room reposted it. Some of the responses are juicy.
Go.
Juicy.
Go.
So when my aunt remarried one of her baby daddies, one of her other baby daddies objected and said his reason for objecting is that she was a hoe and not meant for marriage. Everybody just looked at each other because we already knew what my aunt was.
No.
Fam, not quite an objection, in brackets, and not the wedding I was at, close brackets. But I was a bridesmaid at a venue, and the event planner was spilling the tea about a precocious wedding. Whole ceremony happened. Bride and groom got married. Right towards the end of the speeches at the reception, the groom stood up and said something like, "I'd like to thank my beautiful bride and my best man for sleeping together for 6 months."
Oh my God.
Then he walked out. Apparently all hell broke loose afterwards. Fights between families and all. Imagine keeping that for 6 months just to wait till your wedding day.
I couldn't. I literally couldn't.
I couldn't. So from the day he found out, he knows his wife is still clapping my boys.
That's literally like me finding out that you're banging my fiance and we just keep doing this pod week on week. I just don't say anything until I decide to say something. You're a psychopath.
Psychopath, bro.
You're a psychopath.
That doesn't make sense. You can't keep that information in. I could never keep that information in.
I'm fighting you the second I find out.
The moment we lock eyes, it's on. It has to be on.
It has to be. It literally has to be.
3 years ago at my wedding, as they were saying their vows, the groom's ex-girlfriend walks in and claims they've been fucking for the past 6 months and she's pregnant with twins. They called off the wedding. Come to find out she was fucking his twin brother the entire time. Wasn't even him.
Wow.
My late aunt crashed my uncle's wedding and said she was pregnant with his kid. The wedding got cancelled. He married her instead. They never had the baby and they stayed married until they died.
Stop everything. Huh? Stop everything. Stop everything. Hang on. Let me pull that back.
Bro?
I'm getting married.
My late aunt crashed my uncle's wedding. I'll say it slower for the people in the back. And she said she was pregnant with his kid. The wedding was cancelled. He married her instead. She never had a baby and stayed married until they died.
That's... Wow.
This
is why women think they can get away with this.
They can get away with murder. Just murder.
She just rocked up and lied.
Just rocked up and said, I'm pregnant and it's yours. Say something.
Cancel everything. A man said, I'm going to do what's right. I'll marry you instead. There was no baby.
There was never a baby and they died together.
Wow.
She said, I'm having you no matter what.
That's fucking insanity.
When I was attending Hillman University, my RA, I don't know what RA is, was getting married and some guy interrupted the wedding talking about, baby, please. It was wild. I think there's a video online somewhere. I don't know. Imagine you're at your wedding and next man screams, baby, please. On his hands and knees. Please, baby, don't do this. I would be mortified. I would look at him and then look at her.
Baby with chest.
Baby, please don't do this. Stop. In front of my friends and my family.
In front of my mum. And my dad.
Never.
My dad could never look me in the eye.
Never.
My dad could never look me in the eye. My dad could never look me in the eye.
Baby, please. Baby. He's shouting to the heavens. Baby, please don't do this. I couldn't believe what I read, James.
Oh.
At the wedding. There's not enough scenarios like this. I need more of this.
Fam, right.
I need more of this.
Oh my God.
Because this is toxic but juicy.
Baby, please.
Baby, please. Not even a first name.
Not even Sarah, please don't do this.
Please don't, Sarah, please.
Baby.
Baby. They're
You've
like,
been together for
they're
months.
like this. They're like this.
Baby, please don't do
He
this.
stood up and said, he was second or third row. He's close. Stood up and said, baby, please don't do this.
Oh my God.
Everyone in the reception gasps.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Family?
I couldn't look my groomsman in the face. That's who I couldn't face.
I couldn't have you, Jay, Rem, Tobes, and all you, man, looking at me. I wouldn't be able to look back, brother.
We'd be laughing so hard.
One of you, 100% Jay will grab my shoulder like this and grips it. He'll like, it's okay.
He'd grab your trap. He'd be like, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
We'll get him afterwards.
Me and Rem would be on our knees crying with laughter. Me and Rem would be on our knees crying with laughter. And Toby would be like, stop, you man, stop.
It's not fair on food. Stop.
Terry! A baby. I would look at him and said, baby. A man said, baby.
I'd be like, whose baby? I'll look at my wife like, whose baby?
Fam?
I'd flip the whole
Oh,
reception.
100%. Baby. With Chet, you had the gall to say that in front of me about my wife.
Fucking
Baby.
hell. All right, random question. This has just made me think about this. Random question. Let's say you've been married, but unfortunately, you got divorced, blah, 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 all this shit happens. Let's say you found another chick and you want to get married again. Would you still make, obviously, you're getting married. I'll be your best man for your first wedding. Would you still make me your best man for your second wedding? And would you do like the same, similar vows and like invite the same people, invite the same friends, invite the same family for another wedding?
I'm not getting married again. I promise you I'm not getting married again. I promise
Because
you.
in that scenario, I have to get married again. Baby, please, this wedding's done. I have to look for the next gal.
I couldn't face it again. Regardless if I met the girl of my dreams 2 weeks later and we were together 8 years after that, and then she's begging me, please get married.
PTSD.
Every time I contemplate it,
Yeah.
I would imagine it happening again.
The PTSD will ring like a doorbell.
Oh, fam will whip me like a slave.
Baby.
That baby, please.
You could never call your wife baby again.
Oh, 100%.
You couldn't call another woman baby
100%.
again. It's darling or babe. Baby, please. With chest. Wow. But yeah, that was a little snippet. That was juice. Guys, we've been watching, what did we watch recently?
The Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie and Fitch. What's it actually called?
White Hot.
Is it called White Hot?
Oh, Hot White or White Hot. Sorry, I think it's called White Hot.
Let me double check again. Oh my goodness. Abercrombie. White Hot, the rise and fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. Because we started talking about it on the episode we did with Jamie and Alex on the Private Parts pod. And he was like, oh, have you seen the Abercrombie thing? Blah, blah. I was like, I've seen it, but I've not seen it. I want to watch it.
Okay, cool. Before we get into it, when I actually realized what impact meant, I needed to hold your hand. When they discussed who was impact and who was model, I was like, not my boy.
Just for a bit of context, I used to work in Abercrombie and Fitch in probably summer of 2000 and my first year of New York, it would probably be in summer of 2010. I worked in Abercrombie and Fitch with one of my other boys, and I met one of my other good boys from there. That's where I met Cheerdu. Cheerdu worked in Abercrombie.
You
and
met
Fitch.
Stephen there as well. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
The first time you ever met my housemate Steve.
Yeah,
I obviously
remember Stephen.
You both clocked each other in my hallway, and you were like, I know you. And he was like, I know you. And then you both said, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh, swear, I don't even remember that.
I remember, that's, every time you talk about you working at Abercrombie and Fitch, that's all I remember.
Oh, swear.
You and Stephen both worked there.
That's mad.
At the same time.
Mad. We obviously clearly weren't like...
Because you worked there when
then,
Homeboy worked there, isn't it? Rihanna's thing.
Yes. The bread that's in Top Boy now. Yeah. So he
yeah.
was a model. I can't remember his name, but he was a model when I was working there. Toy's like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he looks tall.
Yeah, and he was He was like chiseled.
He fit the description.
He fit the description to a T.
White enough.
So yeah, for context, back in circa summer 2010, I used to work in Abercrombie and Fitch. And I was an impact. And the impact is you either work on the shop floor or you work in the stockroom area sorting stuff out. It's either that or you're a model. And I wasn't a model. So yeah, but yeah, continue.
Yeah, you were on some backstage thing. So anyway, literally the context of Abercrombie and Fitch, if you haven't seen it, guys, Netflix, I think it's called White Hot.
White Hot, the rise and fall of Abercrombie.
Rise and fall of Abercrombie and Fitch is basically the journey from Abercrombie and Fitch being taken over by their now previous CEO. I can't remember his name.
Mike Jeffries. Fucking wow.
Yeah, he's a gay racist guy.
Wow.
So basically, he changed the company so that it was like, he tried to make it the most exclusive company. So like, if you're fat or black or Asian, or if you just don't fit he basically wanted
all American.
Yeah.
That was the phrase.
He just wanted to, he was basically Hitler and just said, I want blonde hair and blue eyes.
That's all he wanted.
He wanted an Aryan race of models for Abercrombie and Fitch. And he basically said, like, this is what I define attractive. If they don't meet these standards, I don't want them in the shop.
I couldn't care less. I just don't want them in the shop.
I don't want them in the shop. So that obviously trickled down to like senior management, middle management, managers, etc. And basically they had to be as quote unquote inclusive as possible without actually like breaking the law. So what they would do is if they hired a black person, they would just give them less and less hours as it went on. And hopefully they would fuck off.
Or put them on the night shift.
Put them on the night shift and they're cleaning windows.
Fam, she said, I can't remember her name, but she said, the manager said, oh, but babes,
you're so good at cleaning windows.
You're so good at cleaning windows.
I'm punching you in the face. I promise you that now. I'm punching you in the face. I promise that now. You're just so good at cleaning windows.
You're so good at cleaning windows. Are you sure you want to swap shifts? You're banging at it.
Fam, I don't want to clean windows anymore. I have the same job as Cheryl. Cheryl says she wants to swap. She loves cleaning windows. Please.
She wants this 4-hour shift. I want to work the day.
I want to be here facing customers. And she said, we just don't have the slots.
Wow, brother.
I don't want you swapping and we don't have the slots. Wow. If you're not paying enough, and bearing in mind, to give Abercrombie their dues, it wasn't just a racist thing. You could be white and not make it as well.
You just had to be peng.
You just had to be his definition of peng. If you're not his definition of peng, you're not working it.
You're not fitting the bill.
So basically, that went on until there was a massive cry out of everyone being like, "This is racist. This is exclusive. This is non-American. You literally can't run a business this way." So he flipped it and said, "All right, say less. We're going to employ as many black people, Asian, whatever as you want, ugly people as you want, but we're going to employ specific models who hit our criteria. If they want to be a model here, they have to hit these criteria." And it just allowed them to do whatever they wanted. The same thing they've been doing.
Yeah. But because it was under model and impact.
You can work here, but you need to work backstage. Customers can't see you. And I remember when we were talking to Jamie about it, and he said he was an impact. Man said he wasn't allowed to use the stairs.
Because he said he was in a stockroom. And I was like, I'm surprised because I was on the shop floor. Or you could do both, but more time I was on the shop floor, like rearranging clothes, making sure guests were okay or customers were okay, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, damn.
They said, don't use the stairs.
Don't use the stairs.
People might see you there. Use the back lift. Use the elevator in the back.
Fam, it was nuts.
Where we put the pallets.
And that's when they introduced that like diversity inclusion manager. Where I can't remember what his phrase was.
Yeah, then they had the diversity inclusion. No, because actually no, tell a lie, because I'm pretty sure the model impacting came after the diversity.
Yes,
thing.
of course, after the diversity. Yeah. True.
And then it all kicked off. It was with the racist t-shirts when it kicked off.
Two wrongs can make a right. White, sorry. Two wrongs can make a white. I was like, wow.
So yeah, they kept having, so basically they would release these t-shirts with slogans on them that people seem to love. And a lot of them were racist. Like a lot of them was like a donkey with like a sombrero on it.
Basically towards the Asian community, it was just harmly racist.
The Latino and Asian community got it. And then like the one that like broke the camel's back was literally one that had two like stereotypical like racist Chinese caricatures. And the slogan was, in like a dry cleaners or something, and the slogan was two wrongs can make it white. That's the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I couldn't believe it. And that would have gone through so many
levels
people,
of pass.
Obviously, yes, okay, yes, that's fine. Yes, that's fine. Yes, that would have gone through so many people.
But they came out and said that one of their designers was Asian, and they asked him, "Is this all right?" And he gave the go ahead.
But the other brother,
yeah, if I'm making 100 bags a year at Abercrombie and Fitch, and I'm the only black person there, I run me any t-shirt you want. Under the peer pressure of losing my job, because I already know how they treat people that look like me here. I already know how they treat people. I'll be like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
You've got
James, does this offend you? No,
it doesn't offend me.
Yeah, personally, it doesn't offend me.
I understand.
I can't speak for my race.
Yeah, it doesn't offend. But what else are you going to say in that situation?
What else can you possibly say?
That time as well? It's tough, man, and it's surprising how we got away with it for so long.
Yeah,
for so long.
But then the thing that changed it all was when that Filipino brother did like a summer shift and then went back to do another shift after like the next year. And then the manager was like, I can't rehire you because we've got too many Filipinos already in here. And he didn't even tell her he's Filipino. She took one look at him and was like, we're good on Filipinos. I'm going to throw it out there. We're all good on Filipinos. Bye. We've hit our quota for diversity.
Insanity.
And I don't want you back.
That's insanity. And who's the brother that used to take the pictures? I can't remember his name. The other gay.
The gay nigga.
Yeah, the other gay guy. Taking pictures of the guy that did all the photography or most of the photography for Abercrombie & Fitch that you see in their stores and stuff. He would lure the guys in.
Oh my God.
He would lure the guys in.
Wouldn't he just?
He would bell them, say, come to my villa, come to my spot. We can chill, have a few drinks. You can play with my dogs, blah, blah, blah.
This is when they're on location, isn't
it? Yeah. Play with my dogs, whatever, children. One of the brothers said, I'm okay. No, it's fine. I'm good. Bro, I'm good. Hung up. Said 5 minutes later, he got another call from like management. He said,
pack your bags.
You're done. Pack your bags. The flight is at X. My jaw would drop.
Oh, I'm suing.
Brother.
Thing is, it's dread because it's done over phone. You literally can't like you can't use it as evidence. There's no transcript. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
You're just done.
I couldn't believe it,
bro. He was
the
gay,
other brother,
gay.
the other model. When same camera guy, the other big model, he was like
the hand on the chest.
He said, "Let me know when I'm gonna go down. Let me know when you feel uncomfortable.
I'm gonna take your hand and I'm gonna smooth it down your body.
Let me know when you feel uncomfortable." Man said here, and he said,
"My hand didn't move."
He said, "No. Let me know when you feel. I'm gonna move it down.
We're moving down your torso.
Let me know when you feel uncomfortable. Big man, hold it here. My hand is. Listen, your hand's not moving down my body.
I'm uncomfortable now.
Right now.
We haven't moved. I'm gonna get your hands off me.
Right fucking now."
Yeah, so their main photographer loved to fuck the models.
I can't remember his name, but I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. But the same brother as well, he said he got scouted or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, you're the type of look we're looking for in Abercrombie. He said, man has never flown before. The next week he was in Mexico.
Fam, to be fair, when they showed the pictures of him, he was a buff youth.
With the skull cap, shoulders. Man had shoulders on him.
I can see why they hired him. He was a buff youth.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he was a buff
He had shoulders on him.
He looks like he works for like a dodgy wrestling federation now. He held onto that model thing as long as he could.
Yeah.
Fam, oh my God. The only thing that's lasted is his hair.
Yeah.
He went through it at Abercrombie. And he said that man used to beg for homeboys' attention. They would climb trees and shit.
Yeah.
But he said everyone used to just fuck.
Yeah.
Everyone used to just
fuck, and then he would just take candids.
He would just take candids.
He'd take candids, and that's how we just get the banging portraits.
He'd pick the model he wanted, and he's banging you tonight.
So come back to my dunya tonight.
Said the whip will be outside in 5.
Jesus.
That's too... I will be terrified for you,
brother, in another country.
I don't like confrontation like that. I know I'd be terrified. I would need your support. Fuhad, look at me. I'll need your support because I'll hang on the phone and tell you exactly what happened. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to say. He told me the car's out here. I wouldn't have the balls to be like, I'm good. And hang up the phone. I'd be like, okay.
Okay.
Where's it picking me? Outside here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll hang on the phone. Fuhad, there's a car going to be here in 1 minute. It's on an Epstein thing. He's on an Epstein thing. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors. I think he wants to clap my cheeks.
He will clap your cheeks. He will clap your cheeks.
Like, I would literally need someone to tell me, trust me, you'd rather lose this job than get fucked by some old fat guy.
Yeah.
That's when I'd realize.
Just for clarity.
Fam, that's
just
when
for clarity.
I promise you, it's the only time I'd realize, rah, you're right. Rah, you're right. You're actually right.
Because before we said that, I was contemplating shit. How much do I need
was
this?
Go with the flow. Because you man are having a whale of a time.
Yeah. And I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I'm like, there's titties up in here.
Titties everywhere.
And
there's palm trees and titties.
Nothing
everywhere.
comes for free. That's that's how I grew up. I assumed every man in here is gonna get their turn until you told me it's not worth it. It's literally not worth it.
Yo.
So if I didn't have specifically you in that house, I know I would have got my ass clapped. I would have come back waiting for whose turn is next to find out it never happens to anyone ever
He
again.
just wanted you.
Until he bails me again next week.
Imagine.
I'm killing him.
Imagine.
That's when I'd kill him. When I realise it's not a turd, it's not a duck goose thing.
A whole week has gone by and he's bailed you again next Wednesday. James, round 2.
Let's
car
go.
is outside. What are you
I'll
saying?
say Fuhad hasn't been once. He hasn't been once. I'm like, who?
Who? He doesn't even know me on a first name basis. He just knows me as that black guy.
Who? What? Okay, ignore him. David hasn't been. Ryan hasn't been. Who are they? Get in the car.
I want that golden skin.
I want that throat again.
Oh my God.
I promise you I'm committing murder that night. I promise you I'm committing murder that night.
Man said Fuhad hasn't been once.
I promise you, there's not enough duck à l'orange in the world that's stopping me from killing him. Oh, mad at him.
Fuck.
I'll go crazy, bro.
Fuck, that sweeted me.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy indeed, bro.
Anyway,
Woo, I'm seeing stars.
I had one. I had one frustration with that thing.
Ooh.
My one frustration, which also kind of ties into my frustration with council culture. And it also ties into the fact that, like, I can have whatever opinion I want on someone, but I respect their fact to act how they want to act.
Okay.
Because I believe I don't believe in fate, but I believe in justice. And I believe people's time will come and their comeuppance will come. So basically, it all happened with that Filipino guy, right? So Filipino guy got pied because they said I've got too many Filipinos.
Blah, blah,
so
blah.
he went home, went online, and basically started this petition thing.
Did his due diligence.
Did his due diligence and got all these people rallied together, signed all these petitions to make them change how they're acting. And I was watching all that, and I can appreciate why they would do such a thing, right? But my thing is like, why would you want to waste so much time and energy on a company that doesn't want you? So, like, my thing is like, if I turned around and was like, I hate black women.
Okay.
Let's just say I hate black women. I hate them. And then my DMs are full with people trying to convince me why that's the wrong thing to do. Just give up on me. I'm not worth it. I've just proven to you I'm not worth it.
I hear you. Of course, I get that, but it's also a sense of that's very different because you are saying you hate black women. So that's something you've stated. So you're in a position of power because you've said that. Whereas I'm receiving the information from you. You work in Abercrombie. I'm receiving the information from you saying, I can't hire you because we've got too many black people.
Yeah.
I'm fucking offended. You're not offended.
Yeah.
You're offending.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I get that, but what my point is in terms of like I get that they're trying to spread the point that I supported was them spreading the word.
Yeah.
That Abercrombie ain't shit.
Yeah.
These men are racist.
Yeah.
They're sizist. They're alienating 60% of their market. They literally only want white customers. They only want white employees. Fuck Abercrombie, don't shop there and don't work there. I appreciate that sentiment. What I didn't appreciate was that we need to sign a petition so we can get thousands of signatures together so that I can go to their head office and tell them, you need to change your ways. It's like, for me, it's like, they're not stupid. They know they're racist. Like,
Yeah, but
you're basically saying you need to include more black people so more black people can work for you and make you more money. It's like, they're not going to stop being like Mike Jeffries is clearly racist.
Yeah.
He's not going to stop being racist just because you said you can make more money if you make double XL clothing. You can make more money if you hire more Filipinos in these areas. He's basically like, cool, well, I can still be racist. You're just making me more money.
Yeah, but it's
like, my thing is let them burn out.
Nah, but
don't give them money.
It's different because I get that, but also Mike Jeffries didn't create Abercrombie and Fitch.
I get that, but now the company still ain't shit anyway because they've got this tarnished reputation.
Of course.
They should have thought about that before they hired him in the first place. Like whoever's the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch now was always going to be.
It's a lady now.
Yeah. She was gonna make it.
Yeah.
She was gonna be fine. Like
so coming off the back of that, you're always going to be better. Yeah.
It's like whether she got the Abercrombie job or another job, she was gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's not like the creator of Abercrombie was some disabled guy who had no voice and Mike Jeffries swindled him and ruined his brand. It's like they actively hired Mike to do his job. Mike fucked it. They got rid of Mike. He got like a 26 million payout.
Yeah. And he's nowhere to be seen.
He's living in the Bahamas just chilling, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even.
And Abercrombie's a bull. Who the fuck? I've not even seen an Abercrombie store in the last 10 years.
Only thing I've seen is Hollister because it's like the sister.
Hollister,
branch,
yeah, same thing.
Hollister and there's one other one I can't remember.
Yeah, so my point is, I get what you're saying, but yeah, my point is that like I don't like, not even just do with Abercrombie. I don't like when people come in. Same on a cancel culture thing. It's like if for example, if you said something that you believed in your chest and it was outrageously offensive, I don't believe in the 11 people you offended on Twitter going to the YouTube headquarters and being like, Fuhad's a prick because of X, Y, and Z. So YouTube said, you don't deserve to make videos anymore. I believe in the however many thousands of people that enjoy you as a person, changing their mind about you and be like, I no longer support this guy. Fuck this guy. Let's all stop watching him and because that's what I mean in terms of I believe in true justice.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the minority making a loud noise and everyone being too afraid to confront them, so they just let them carry on. I believe in the actual majority being like, fuck this guy, and then just moving away.
Yeah, but I think I hear what you're saying, don't get me wrong, but it took that Filipino guy and a group of people that signed a petition or whatever that came to that boardroom meeting for that to happen to instill some form of change, because at the end of the day, Mike Jeffries quit.
Yeah, but
he
that's what I'm
resigned
saying.
from his post because...
But Mike Jeffries is just the head of the thing.
I know.
All the shareholders are still making money.
And blah, blah, blah. I think there was only one black guy, the inclusion brother. And then there was
Everyone
another
else is
black
still
chick
getting
as well, yeah.
That's the thing. It started at Mike Jeffries, but
Yeah.
you cut the head off the snake.
Yeah.
But every level below him...
In between floor
level,
and...
in between manager level, they said we hired too many Filipinos, and they still decided not to quit. All the way up to whoever's directly below Mike Jeffries are still making racks till now. In my opinion,
I hear you.
all of them deserve to be fucked.
I hear you.
Anyone who let that two wongs make it white t-shirt go through to production,
Yeah.
all of them, none of you man deserve to make money anymore.
Yeah,
and as soon as that Filipino guy said, you deserve to change your ways, no one got sacked apart from Mike. Mike didn't even get sacked. He just didn't turn up.
Yeah, he just didn't turn up on Monday.
And he got a massive payout.
Yeah.
So Mike's still making money. All the senior management are still making money. Everyone's still making money by doing this kind of like, we need to be more diverse. We need to change our mindset. It's like, they're not idiots. This wasn't like 1960. This wasn't like 2014.
Yeah.
It's like, they knew what they were doing. They knew they were being racist. They knew they were letting Mike just get away with murder. No one stepped down and said, listen, this guy's fucked. I'm not working for him. No one said that. They all allowed all that racist shit to happen, all that exclusionary shit to happen. They still stayed there. They still got paid. And all that happened was one brave Filipino guy came in and said, you man need to change your ways. And then they changed it and they still all got paid. And they're still getting paid till now.
Yeah. True.
So nothing's changed. Their mindset hasn't changed.
It's when you say it like that, it's a bit weird. But it's also a good watch as well, just to like...
Oh, it was a good watch.
A good deep dive on what the background of A&F and predominantly what other big clothing brands could potentially be like. It's mad. But A&F were extreme. Because obviously I worked there, so I know like they wanted at that time when I was there, I think it was way after this thing, because it was summer 2010. So in terms of like me thinking or that they're being racist or racial profiling was nil, because there was so many black people there. There was so many people of color there.
Yeah.
And it was just a mix. Black models, Asian models, like mixed race, like there was so many. So I didn't deep it as much as what I'm deeping it now after watching this show, you know? So it's clear that the diversity, inclusion, whatever manager did what he needed to do to make sure that other people didn't experience this. So looking back at it, I can kind of understand. Okay, there was this is just a one-off. Like, I remember, I think the summer after, so maybe summer 2011, I reapplied because I wanted to work. You know, So, you know what I'm like. I always worked. I've worked for time. So summer 2011, me and my boy Ivy and Cheerdy, I think we all reapplied, but on separate times. You have to go through a process where I think you hand in your CV, said if you worked here before, blah, blah, blah. Went through the proper interview process. And then they were talking to everyone in a group thing. And then one of the brothers asked me, oh, you've worked here before, right? And I was like, yeah, I worked here in summer last year as an impact. And he's like, oh, did you do the night shifts? Off the bat. I've never thought about this until now.
Ooh.
Off the bat. He was like, oh, well, you must have been doing that, or something along those lines, but he said night shifts. I was like, nah, I was on the floor as a regular employee. But I can't remember how the conversation went after that.
He was thinking, no, you weren't.
He was like, oh.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
That's against guidelines.
Yeah. That's against rules and regulations. So how are you sure you're on the shop floor during the day?
I don't know how you swindled yourself into the shop floor, but it's not going to happen on my watch.
He must have thought I crept up.
I
crept up.
You took the stairs when you weren't allowed.
When I wasn't allowed. You said you better stay in the back. That's probably why I didn't get hired again.
Probably.
Because you're probably not going to stay in the back.
Yeah, because if you think you're coming on shop floor this time...
On my shop floor?
You're twisted.
You think you're coming on my shop floor this time round? I'm ripping up your CV here and now.
You're mad.
I couldn't believe it. But obviously I didn't deep it much then.
Yeah.
I didn't deep it at all, but it's only just come to light now.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Anyway.
Let's have some funny.
Let me piss again and then we'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, I need to piss as well, actually.
Right, guys. A couple weeks back, I know last week I didn't do a question, but don't worry, we're gonna read it back next week. But a few weeks back, I asked you guys, what's the weirdest sexual request you've ever heard? And man said, use your teeth while sucking my dick.
Oh my God.
Wild.
Bro, random. I got sucked off in a toilet cubicle years ago when I was like 19 or something like that.
I think you've said the story on it before. But
Girls' toilet cubicle.
Yes, I think you remember.
Yeah. Asian girl, I remember. And she literally said, do you want me to bite it? As she was sucking me off, she stopped, looked me in my eyes, and said, do you want me to bite it? And I was just like, no. Of course I don't. Like, literally, of course I don't.
What the?
No. And the fact that she even asked that and I had to say no, I don't ever want to be in a position in a sexual scenario where I have to say no.
Yeah.
It should always be yes.
Yeah.
As soon as I have to say no, my dick drops.
Yeah.
So as soon as she was like, do you want me to bite it? And I was like, no, I was no longer interested in this blowjob.
Oh, fucking hell. He told her to be rude, shout at him in public, beat him, and make him drink his own piss.
Wow. He pays for that. He pays for that online. I promise you that for a fact now. He pays for that online.
He wanted me to snap his banjo, aka foreskin, by biting.
Excuse me?
Family, that's what I read and that's what I wrote.
Snap it as in... Oh, just ping it back.
Just... No,
no. That's impossible. That's impossible.
Yank
That's
it
impossible.
off.
No.
like it's beef jerky.
No.
Yuck. The captain of the local rugby team asked me to shove the hotel remote up his bum.
As soon as you said rugby, I knew
anything goes. When I say rugby, anything goes.
I was not surprised by that.
Rugby man, initiations,
different.
They do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's light for him. He's had bag of things up there.
Yeah.
The first message a guy sent to me on a dating site, do you like anal fisting? Wow. Bold, brother.
Very bold. He knows what he wants, and he's not going to stop until he gets it.
Until he gets it. Someone will say yes.
Yeah.
Someone will say yes. And that night,
oh yeah, it's off.
Coming off.
Yeah.
He asked if he could wear ladies' underwear, suspenders, the lot.
We don't kink shame, but wow.
We don't, but wow. I was asked to stand on a guy's ball sack with my heels on. It was a no from me. Blocked. Fair fucking play.
When are the yats going to speak up? When are the females going to ask for something? This is disgraceful behaviour. When are they going to ask for
The man
something?
them are disgracing us. I'm not going to lie to you. He asked me to send him a video of me wetting myself.
I can't even laugh at these,
Bro.
man. Carry on, please.
My ex wanted to try and ask me to shove a pencil up his ass. What's going on with the man them?
Carry on.
To shit in a box so he could eat it. He asked me to peg... He asked me to peg him wearing a bunny mask and a latex suit on our first date.
I'm not laughing at any of these.
Bro,
Carry on.
they're surreal to me. Asked if I could dip my toes in peanut butter and he'd lick it off like a dog.
Wow.
Fucking hell. This girl didn't let me fuck until I stuck my big toe up her ass. We fucked 4 times that night.
I bet they did. I bet they. This is why. This is why there's no guys messaging in because they don't have a problem with any of it. They don't have a
There's
problem.
never a problem. Fuck, that's hilarious.
There's not a problem with any of it. They don't even remember these things happening because there was no issue. Whatever she said, it was a turn on.
It was a yes, and he nutted. He ain't nutted like that before. Fuck.
Oh God.
My partner will never lick my nipples. He said, "Cause you breastfeed, that's my son's food."
To be fair, if you're in that that time of frame, we've had a you and they're still breastfeeding. I'm not sucking titty either.
It's milky.
Yeah.
It's literally milky. I'm not in that situation. I don't know what it's like, but I can only assume
It's milky.
It's milky.
I'm not taking that risk. That's yucky.
I don't know.
That's yucky.
I don't know. He wanted me to dress up in lingerie and have me film while I fucked him with a dildo, then fake threaten to send it to his wife. He was on some
fake threaten.
He was on some sub-dom thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna send this to your wife so he could be like, please, no.
Please, on the floor begging, please.
No, don't send it.
He's like, beg me.
No.
He was in lingerie, brother. Imagine you dressed up in lingerie, getting
Suspenders, getting banged. And then she said, I'm going to send this to your wife. And I'm like, no.
Please don't.
Please.
She's like, fucking beg me.
Beg me with her heel on my forehead.
Like a fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Beg me.
And please don't send it.
Oh my goodness. He asked to fuck my armpit and belly button. Moving on. He saved up his cum in a bucket in a cupboard for a good week, then asked to pour it over a woman. I said no. Insanity. This chick used to say, "Thanks for your donation," after giving me head.
Wow, that's buff.
That would send me west.
That's buff.
Wow, I'd shake. Wow. Thank you for your donation. After swallowing it, thank you for your donation.
Oh, wow.
My heart would beat twice. Wow. Could I bend her over in a ski mask and cut her back so she can feel the blood run down her pussy?
Okay,
That's dark.
This is too much.
I was told by an older woman that if I wanted her, she'd give me head whilst I was taking a shit.
That's disgusting.
I found out a girl I worked with used to let her man shit in her mouth and then fuck it.
How long are we going to do this for? Sorry? How many more have you got?
There's a few more.
Okay,
James.
give me 3 more tops.
There's a few
more. I can't keep doing this.
Got an offer for £800 to throw up in her mouth. She said, "Black guys' vomit tastes the best."
I didn't want to laugh. Carry on.
Some guy offered me £150 to phlegm on him for 10 minutes. Yo!
Last one, wrap it up. I want to get out of it.
Squish
I hate
mashed
this.
potatoes between my toes with warm gravy before giving him a foot job.
Yeah, all right, guys.
Fucking hell,
Anyway,
man.
guys, head on over to patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs. Turn your phone off. You think it's a joke? Lock your phone. Patreon.com/ShxtsnGigs for a Thursday episode.
Fuck. Yeah, no words. No
Literally
words,
no
guys.
words.
We'll see you next week, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
And
yeah, love, gang.